ourselves a 2007 BF2 here. Really lovely example of a Fairmont Ghia. And the bonnet got stuck down on this guy, which is very common with cars, lots of different types, that the cable will stretch. And now we managed to get it open inside the car here. The bonnet cable is down under here. This is a Ford Falcon. Here's the bonnet cable. Now, it's quite tight, and you can feel it all the way through. Now, right through to the end, it wasn't opening the bonnet. In order to get it open, what we did, we just shocked it. We gave it a good old jerk and a pull, and it managed to click it and pop it. But obviously the cable, we've checked the connections this end, it's fine. It's a matter of checking, is it stretched? Is the cable started to fray or break? If it comes down and it's not returning, that can suggest that the cable is actually fraying and breaking and needs to be replaced. We're going to pull this one apart and have a look and give it all a lube and check the fittings to see if we can't tighten it up a little bit. Just lubing is no good at this point because it's coming right to the end of the travel. So what we need to do is see if we can't adjust it. Otherwise we'll have to look at replacing the cable. So here, in order to have a look at the cable, what we're going to do, we're going to undo these screws here. The cable adjustments down here we've got. This is the safety catch, the manual release, and just behind it there is the main release, and this spring down here is all associated. So we're going to pull this off so we can get in and have a look at it. Although with that metal, I don't know if that's actually going to help us, but we'll have a look, get ourselves a bit of room, give it all a lube up, and see. There's a cable holder down here. See if we can't bend that back a little bit to give us a bit more travel in the cable and a bit more pull on the catch, and certainly a bit of a lube up, and we'll go from there. So this secondary catch here, we're just working out how that works. This here is the catch that releases the bonnet. Under that spring you can see the ball there that is attached to the cable, and that there, I'm going to take that spring off. So we've had a look at all the workings here, and what we've got, this spring here, this is the top cable for release. This here, when we pull that, see that operates that top spring, and underneath there is where the cable is. We get in underneath where the ball and the cable, and to tighten it up, where the cable actually attaches back here, we're going to bend that back a little bit, which will pull the cable back and mean that the cable's got more movement when it actually pulls this section here. This section is attached to this spring here. It's all fancily worked out, but as we've worked it all through, it's actually giving this a bit of a bang and a bit of a bend. That direction will move the casing back, which will give it a little bit more tension. And also, because it's a bit tight, we're going to get some WD-40 on a straw and spray it inside the cable. We'll do that from both ends and just see if we can't loosen it up a little bit.
This should be good. It's ran off since.
So as we're looking down here at the works, we've actually bent. We've actually bent the thing that's holding the cable there. Sorry, not the thing that's holding the cable there. That's holding the cable back here. Just bent it back a little bit. So that it's given it like 2 mil extra to pull, and hopefully that'll be enough. We're now going to lube everything up so it moves more freely, and see how it goes. So this bar here, where the casing of the cable is held, we've moved back, which is going to give it more pull and more movement there. Plus we'll lube everything up both ends, and we'll see how that goes, if it gives us free movement. No, here we go. Just going to give everything a lube, and particularly that cable where it goes in and out, but all of the fixtures as well. The straw, if you've got a straw long enough, maybe using WD-40 or whatever, this is just a lubricant, stick the straw right into that cable so you can get the lubricant going in and out the cable to give it a lube. Okay, so that's working. We've shut the bonnet and opened it a couple of times now. I get a rag and just wipe all that loose lubricant up. I believe in this case the cable, it's really quite stiff. As you pull it, it's gritty and stiff. So I believe the fibres of the cable have started to split, and therefore they're rubbing on the inside, so this needs a new cable. But we're out of the problem. To get the bonnet up, initially just a matter of really just jolting it to get it. It was right on the end legs, and if yours is really tight and like right at the end, then replace the cable before your bonnet gets stuck down. But that's now working. So all we've done is bent the cable holder where the casing, not where the ball is joining, but where the casing's joining here. We've given that a bend back. That's given us another couple of millimeters, which will get us out of trouble for a little bit, just enough time to get that cable replaced.